Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ian Struka with the Remax Golfi team, and today we're diving into a powerful story of courage, sacrifice, and transformation. Canada's role in World War I and World War II. These global conflicts didn't just change the world, they reshaped Canada, turning us from a young nation into a respected global player. From the trenches of Europe to factories back home, Canadians stepped up in ways that still echo today. So let's get into it and explore how Canada rose to the challenge during these defining times. Let's start with World War I, the Great War, which broke out in 1914. When Britain declared war on Germany on August 14, 1914, Canada, as part of the British Empire, was automatically pulled in. Nobody could have predicted the scale of this conflict. It became the bloodiest in our history, claiming nearly 61,000 Canadian lives. Over 630,000 Canadians served in the Canadian Expeditionary Force, with 425,000 sent overseas. These soldiers quickly earned a reputation for grit and bravery. Picture this. The Second Battle of Ypres in April 1915, Canada's first major fight. The Germans unleashed chlorine gas, a horrifying new weapon. But our troops held the line, despite over 6,000 casualties. Then came the Battle of Somme in 1916, a brutal campaign where Canadians faced heavy losses but showed their growing strength. The real turning point was Vimy Ridge in April 1917. For the first time, all 4 Canadian divisions fought as one, capturing a heavily fortified ridge in just 5 days. It cost us over 10,000 wounded, including almost 3,600 dead. But Vimy became a symbol of Canadian unity and pride. Later that year at Passchendaele, our troops slogged through mud to capture the village, losing over 15,000 men. And in the war's final push, the 100 Days Offense in 1918, Canadians used bold tactics at the Battle of Amiens, helping break the German line and leading to the armistice on November 11th. But it wasn't just about the battlefield. Canada's economy transformed. By 1915, military spending matched the entire 1913 federal budget. Their national debt ballooned from $463 million to $2.46 billion by 1918. We became a powerhouse, supplying wheat, timber, and munitions, and the Imperial Munitions Board employed 250,000 workers. Imagine that, the largest business in Canada. The war came at a huge cost. Beyond the over 60,000 people killed and 172,000 wounded, many suffered from what we now call PTSD, then known as shell shock. The 1917 Military Service Act, which brought in conscription, sparked a crisis, especially in Quebec, where riots broke out over the draft. Only 24,000 conscripts reached the front, but the divide between French and English Canada deepened. Still, the war pulled us out of a recession and introduced income tax. Yes, that's where it started, and gave us a new sense of identity. Victories like Vimy Ridge made Canadians proud, and we earned a seat at the League of Nations, a sign of our growing independence. Now, let's fast forward to World War II, which began in 1939. This time, Canada made its own call, declaring war on Germany on September 10, 1939, 8 days after Britain. A bold move showing our independence under the 1931 Statute of Westminster. Over 1 million Canadians served, and we stepped up on every front. The war had its dark moments, of course, like the Dieppe raid in August 1942. Over 900 Canadians were killed and nearly 2,000 captured in a failed assault, but it taught crucial lessons for later victories. Fast forward to June 6, 1944, D-Day, Canadian troops stormed Juno Beach in Normandy, securing key targets despite fierce fighting. That success helped the Allies push forward. In early 1945, Canadians cleared the Rhineland, setting the stage for Germany's defeat. And let's not forget the liberation of the Netherlands. By May 5th, 1945, Canadian forces had freed the Dutch, who still honor us with tulip festivals today. Canada even hosted the Quebec Conference in 1943 and 1944, where leaders like Churchill and Roosevelt planned the war's endgame. Beyond the battlefield, Canada was a mighty force. Our Royal Canadian Air Force grew to 48 squadrons, with over 230,000 men and over 17,000 women serving. The British Commonwealth Air Training Plan, run from Canada, trained air crews from across the Allies, costing us over $1.5 billion. The Royal Canadian Navy ballooned to almost 100,000 men and 6,500 women, manning 471 vessels and sinking 33 enemy submarines. Though we lost 24 warships. At home, our factories churned out over 800,000 military vehicles, ships, and Lancaster bombs. Nearly $10 billion worth, or roughly $100 billion in today's dollars. Women stepped into factory jobs, changing the workforce forever. Canada even gave Britain $3 billion in aid, including a $1 billion gift in 1942. On top of that, over 4,000 Indigenous Canadians served, and we supplied uranium for the atomic bomb. The cost was steep, but the war reshaped us. It supercharged our economy, diversifying manufacturing and creating jobs. Women's roles expanded, setting the stage for greater equality. Though the internment of Japanese Canadians was a shameful chapter in all of that. Globally, Canada emerged as a middle power, helping form the United Nations and later NATO, earning respect worldwide. So, what's the legacy of these wars? World War I and II tested Canadians' resolve and showed what we're capable of. From Vimy Ridge to Juno Beach, our soldiers, sailors, and airmen proved their courage. At home, Canadians, men, women, and Indigenous people worked tirelessly to support the cause. The cost was staggering. Over 100,000 lives lost across both wars. But these conflicts gave us economic strength, a stronger national identity, and a bigger role on the world stage. They weren't without flaws. Conscription divided us, and mistakes like Japanese internment remind us to do better. Yet these wars built the Canada we know today. Thanks for joining me on this journey through our history. If you found this video insightful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with others. Drop a comment below. What other Canadian stories do you want to hear? I'm Ian, and I'll see you on the next one.